The Motion Drive with Motion and Stay Mashoba. Like, follow, and tweet us at VumaFM.
Injalo nje, we are now live on Facebook as we are joined by none other than yena Sbonelo Mbatha. Ke Sbonelo kuzokhuluma nathi ikakhulukazi izinto that have to do with entrepreneurship, and over and above that, as a business coach kunezinto ezithile athanda ukuthi abuye aqwashise ngazo. 7 fundamental principles of communicating your ideas.
Right, so when you are given an opportunity, you've got this brilliant idea that you have, and you've been sending so many emails, and eventually you are called to come and pitch your idea to these people that you've been so much longing to stand in front of them.
Yes, sir.
You have to make sure that, number one, you are a good listener. What does this mean? Remember that when they talk to you, chances are you may package it, although this is a brilliant idea, but mhlawumbe indlela oyipackage ngayo kunama gaps abawabonayo. Then they will give you feedback, right? So make extra careful. Be very sure that you are taking notes of everything they are giving you as a feedback, right? The reason I'm saying this is because nowadays we're dealing with young people who are always on their phones, you know. It has become a habit for us to be in the phone.
Yep.
You know, we say meeting in with important people, but awukwazi ukubeka ifone eceleni. So please make sure that when you are in an important meeting, you take your phone and you put it down, face it downwards. It's a sign of respect. It's a sign of saying to the person that you're meeting, I'm all yours. It's a sign of saying nothing else matters, but it's your time and mine that matters right now. So, and I'm saying this because young people have this edge of always being on the phone. It does happen, however, that, you know, young people nowadays, they don't carry pens and notebooks like we do, the old generation. Now, if you are going to be taking notes on your phone, make the other person aware that I will be using my phone to take notes. Why? Because it is rude. If I talk to you and you're on your phone, I think you're on Twitter.
I know exactly what you mean.
You know?
Because it was like, no, I'm taking notes. Well, it would have been nice if you told me.
Exactly.
But still, taking notes on the phone is still distracting because you need to concentrate on the phone and keep an eye contact.
Exactly. You know, so it's very important. So that principle of listening is absolutely critical. I don't know how much more I stress. Number 2, maso uthathela ma notes, make sure that you action it. Now, in most cases, you come with you present your idea, and we're now saying, yeah, but your projections are a little bit too ambitious. You take those notes, maybe just change this, tweak that, and that. Take notes, then respond, send back an amended documentation. Make sure that I don't have to follow up. Sengithi kuwena, how lento okade uthe uzoyiletha manje, because it says to me you are no longer interested in this. Yeah.
Okay, ngiyabona nje bathi usakhuluma ukuthi mase siyiqoqile usuyibeke kahle lana in terms of you listen and then they come back to you. They meaning who? Your target market, or mhlawumbe the person that you're trying to get funding for.
Yeah. So it can be anybody here. Yeah. It can be somebody whom you're trying to sell your services to. Sure. It can be someone that you're wanting to fund the idea yako. It can be anyone, but it's important that you have a sharp listening skill.
And then you get that feedback. Then you will need the principle of writing.
Absolutely. Now this one is even more important. Yeah.
Look at the big smile on his face.
Let me shock you. One of the rare skills that our country will have, if you are listening to me right now and you are young, if there is one skill that I can tell you, I'm not a prophet, but I can tell you that in the next 15, 20 years will be such a rare skill in our country, will be a skill of writing. Why? Because again, social media has taken away our art to write. People are writing weird stuff.
Yeah.
You know the social media lingo that we use
Shorthand.
when you write. Shorthand, all the stuff, HUD, and all that kind of stuff. Now, because people are now not taught to write, they think that this is the way to write without them even thinking, yeah? So it is such a rare skill right now to find somebody who can write. Now, I'm saying to you now, if you've got this idea, work on writing it properly, clearly articulating what exactly are you saying about the idea. Now, the reason I smiled and I had such an oomph when it came to writing is because in most cases, writing will go before you are given a chance to speak.
I'm with you.
A chance to articulate it. Often your writing would have gone up front. Mese lo ifundayo ati, hey, this thing makes sense. It is imbize for a face-to-face meeting. Now, uma uke waxakeka kuyibhaleni kahle, wahluleka ukuyibhala kahle, you would have lost the opportunity to go in and stand in front of that person or those people that you want them to hear your idea.
Yes, sir.
So I'm saying to you, invest time in polishing your craft of writing.
Masibuya sobe sesikhuluma about the principle of writing. Sihlelo Sbonelo Mbatha la in studio, giving you the 7 fundamentals principles of communicating your business. And of course, we are live on Facebook.
The Motion Drive with Lecomotion and Stay Mashoba. Like, follow, and tweet us at VumaFM.
And it's very important again that when you are given an opportunity to speak and articulate your idea, you do it better than anyone else can. Remember, this is your idea.
Yes, sir.
Yeah? And I'm going to speak in the next one about the confidence one. But let me just say this. Ngiyazi ukuthi abantu abaningi bacabanga ukuthi uma sikhuluma nge-speaking ability, we are probably talking about English proficiency.
Yeah.
The reality, Bafetu, is that English is not a measure of intelligence. So I've seen people, trying too hard to put like big words and words that they themselves can't even understand. It is in the simplicity of your articulation that you stand a better chance of winning people's pockets. As long as your idea is clear and you are articulating it in the best way possible, as clear as you can, as eloquent as you can, no twang needed. You just speak it, just express if it
less is more.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Don't wobble, don't try too hard, just articulate it well enough. Now, going to the 4th one, because I'm itching to go to this one.
Let's do it.
Confidence, a principle of confidence. Now, no one is born confident. Yeah? Lento your confidence is something that you can work towards, and it's something that you can eventually become very good at. And let me tell you, the best way to sell anything is to be confident about it. In one of my other businesses, I do trainings,
sure,
right?
Yeah.
So part of what we do is that last final day of their course, they need to do business plan presentations and cash flow presentations. Now, there's this lady. She had so much confidence. Angaze ngimbona umuntu obheda ngeconfidence kanje emhlabeni. Now let I show you better. It's wrong.
Kodwa.
But the confidence I show And I'm saying to her, one of the things that will make you a winner in life is your confidence. Let me tell you, if you can have a dose of that confidence, that's all, just a dose of it. Because the problem is that even if you've got such a brilliant idea, but if you lack confidence in articulating your idea,
yes, sir,
and you lack confidence in front of those people, you are going to lose.
The Motion Drive with Lecomotion and Mashoba. Like, follow, and tweet us at VumaFM.
We are live on Facebook right now as we conclude the 7 fundamentals of communicating your business. Naye Umtia here in the studio.
Number 5 is what I call a principle of simplification. Yeah. In other words, you must remember that uma ngabe ucommunicator idea ye industry yako, do not assume that everybody understands your industry lingo.
Yes, sir.
Break it down to a language that everybody can understand. Simplify it, yeah? I'm sure lego nawe kunama terms wenu la DJ,
Money.
you know. Now, imagine going to talk to somebody who has never been, behind that desk, and you start talking about all the terminologies that you guys use. You are throwing them off. So when you are doing that communication, that articulation, that writing, make sure that you simplify your writing to layman's terms.
Loud and clear.
Yeah? Then number 6, principle of preparation, or rather a principle of preparedness. A principle yokuba prepared. I cannot stress this more. Ukuthi uma ngabe usubiziwe, noma you are given an opportunity to put that proposal together or to come and pitch your idea.
Yeah.
The worst thing you can do to yourself is to show up unprepared. You must make sure that you spend more time understanding what your the business plan, if it was a business plan or a proposal, what is entailed there. Everything about that document, make sure you can answer any question whatsoever. If they ask you about what makes you think that during the time of COVID you are going to be growing your business by 7% per annum, you need to be able to understand and apply those, give scenarios, give examples. What informs those numbers? What informs your ambitions in terms of you are going to make a success of that idea, that business idea?
Their confidence.
Confident in faith, be like economists,
Yes, sir.
I'm an economist in fact to ahlale better every now and then.
Aye, man.
But the difference is on a confidence.
Yes, sir.
They're going to tell you about the reason why we think Ugutama interest rates are going to go down is because the Ukraine, Russia, blah blah blah, with such confidence, better sometimes. And of course, the last one is a principle of taking action. The reason ngivala ngale ye principle of taking action is because anybody can dream. It doesn't cost money to dream. Anybody can have an idea. It costs nothing to have an idea. But not everybody can take action on the idea they have. That is the difference between successful people and a mere dreamers. It is because others find comfort in dreaming and others find fulfillment in actioning their dreams. If you are an entrepreneur and you're listening to me now, you don't have to make it right the first time. That's not the point.
Yeah.
You just have to start.
Just have to start. Uyatholakala Sbonelo Meyithandile. Tholakala.
Sbonelo Mbatha page. I also have a YouTube channel. Please follow me on my YouTube channel, Sbonelo Mbatha. I will be expanding more on these. Ngingasekho eradweni ngoba umsakazo wakho ngibalela ama minute. But we'll expand more on my YouTube channel.
That's
so
cool.
Please do follow me there.
Yes.
As well as my Instagram, Sbonelo Mbatha.
Thank you very much. That's it.